back with another video. And we need to get into NFL free agency, man. The NFL free agency has just been off the board already. What up, everyone? It's your boy, Jaden. Um, you're gonna do the mini video to add that to it. And NFL, we're gonna talk about NFL free agency. Title for this video is gonna obviously be NFL free agency. And after that, we're gonna talk about a little NBA afterwards. And yeah, we gotta talk about it. The NFL free agency has just been off the board already. It only been 2 days, and we already seen a lot of movement. We're gonna start with the move that just literally happened about 15 minutes ago. The Giants did trade for star tight end, three-time Pro Bowler who been in the league for a pretty decent time, the Derek Water. He did have some injury. He did have some injury this year. He missed about 9, 10 games at the span. But when he was playing, he was trying to get traded last year, but he stuck around for another year, and he definitely didn't do anything. He was injured pretty much the entire year, and even when he was playing, he did not do it at all. So him leaving the Raiders is something what was expected. Yeah, something that was probably gonna happen. So it did happen. We did see the Giants did trade Darius Toney to the Chiefs, the Super Bowl champs, and he made an impact. And now they wanted to make the forward by doing the dig, a star tight end from the Raiders. The Raiders have been making some big moves this offseason, man. You can't tell. They're trying to go all in. They're trying to win a Super Bowl. We don't talk about all the moves they made so far later on, but they're trying to go all in. They want to win a Super Bowl. Even though they need to pay Josh Jacob though, so that's why the free agents they need to pay Josh Jacob, their running back. They're not gonna let him go. Definitely not. I would not let him go. He is a big part to your offense, man. You do not want to let that man go. And I didn't even think Water even gonna get traded. I didn't even know he was gonna get traded. But now he is traded in. He done with a Giant team did play pretty well last year. Daniel Jones coming back, Saquon Barkley coming back. They have some big, they have some pretty decent weapons. So we'll see what they do. Let's move on. Let's get into some other moves that's been going on. I want to let's talk about DeMar Jackson. Let's talk about DeMar Jackson. The Ravens offer him a big contract. Um, it was way back in September, and they offer him a lot of money. And they offer him a big contract. They offer him. You remember way back in September, they offer him a 6 year deal with 390 million, 200 million guaranteed. But he wanted that big contract that Deshaun Watson had got. There were 230 guaranteed, but instead he had 30 less of what Deshaun Watson had got. He wanted that same guaranteed contract that Deshaun Watson had got from the Browns earlier last offseason. But he did turn it down. He did turn it down. And he's waiting on other teams to make deals back to the Ravens to see if it's too big or too low or just right. We'll see what they do. But as of right now, it looks like DeMar Jackson is going to leave Baltimore because he's not happy. He's just not happy. I don't care what the NFL says. I don't care what anybody said. I just don't give nothing about it. DeMar Jackson do not want to be a Baltimore Raven. I can give all the negative comments on this video. He do not want to be a Baltimore Raven. Because not only that, he's just not doing what he wants. He didn't disrespect it. He's not getting the money he wants. Also he did instead of them they gave him the non-fruit franchise tag. They're not building a team up. They're not even building a team around him. They just let go a really big piece of their team. earlier this offseason. I don't remember who it was, but like I said, they don't have a team around Lamar. So what makes you think he wants to be there? They don't even have a team around him. They don't have no wide receivers. They don't have pretty much. They just released one of the best right ends in the game, a 6-time Pro Bowler, who was a really big part of their team. But they do say $7 million in cap space, but again, that was a big part of their team, and that did not make Lamar happy. That did not make them happy. And again, like I said, they do not have a team around him anyway. And he didn't expect by the Ravens, so he do not want to be there. He wants to go somewhere else. And is this like I said, he wants to be somewhere else. And we don't know where he want to be, but we all know he wants to go somewhere else. So we'll see what happens. We'll see which teams make an offer to Lamar, and if he signs it, and the Ravens decide they either want to accept the deal or deny the deal, and accept 2 first-round picks from that team who offered the deal to Lamar. If he didn't offer some teams starting tomorrow at 4 Eastern time. So again, we'll see what happens. Yes, they did it to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, that bad man. That bad man. That bad man. He said something to the Jets earlier, about 30 minutes ago. Let me see what he said. It was something he said. He said something called a wish list. He sent something called a wish list. He wants the Jets to make a big splash. If he wants to be a Jet, there's one thing he wants them to do. He wants the New York freaking Jets to make the big splash to add to the team. And that big splash he wants on that Jets team is Odell Beckham Jr. OBJ, 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 OBJ. He wants the New York Jets to go dig OBJ, 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 OBJ. That's what he wants. That's what he wants. And they make that splash along with the move they're making right now. They're trying to bring in Alan Jar. They already have Dale Wilson there. They have an amazing defense. So if they do that, he probably gonna be a Jet, and he already should be a Jet by now. He already said he wants to be there, and that's the only team that been wanting Aaron Rodgers anyway. And Green Bay, they want him back. They're definitely not gonna pay him. They don't. Well, they'll probably pay him $60 million, but the Jets do want to restructure his contract and give him a new deal. That they do not want to pay Aaron Rodgers $58 million this season. They do not want to pay all that money to him. And that's the same thing the Saints did. We'll get into that in a little bit about Michael Thomas. But like I said, Aaron Rodgers want what he wants. Did they do that? He'll be a Jet probably the very next minute. They're trying to bring Alan Lazard. They're also trying to bring one of Aaron Rodgers' long teammates in Green Bay. So we'll see what happens. I want to talk about my favorite team, the your New Orleans Saints. Who that say gonna beat them Saints? Who that say gonna beat them Saints? Who that say gonna beat them Saints? Who that saying who gonna beat them Saints? My favorite team, the Saints. They have not been playing so good the last 2 years. They have been on a little bit of a struggle. They've been pretty bad the last 2 years, especially this year when they should have had a big year, but again, stuff happens. Sometimes stuff did not go your way. And that's why I'm very excited for this. I'm very, very excited about the upcoming year. They just brought in one of the best quarterbacks in the league in Derek Carr. When he's healthy, he's a top 10 quarterback. When he's healthy, he can give you 30 touchdowns a year. He can give you 4 or 500 yards every single year. He's just that dude. He's that freaking of a dude. And Derek Carr is going to bring the same mentality he brought. He was playing for the Raiders them 9 NFL years. then I'm very excited, and really I'm saying that because the Saints they brought back Mikey Thomas, they brought back Michael Thomas, Mike B. Thomas. They brought him back on a 1 year deal. They restructured his contract. He's not put on the same contract he played on at 2 years. He's gonna be getting paid $59 million freaking dollars this season. But they restructured his contract and they gave him a 1 year deal worth $15 million. I think $10 million is guaranteed. So he's gonna be on a 1 year deal. So if he can produce and stay healthy and play at least 12 or more games this season and help the Saints go on a deep run, then he'll probably be back with the Saints probably for another 2 years or so. He is aging. He about to be 30. But like I said, if he produces and he can just stay healthy, finally, the last 3 years, there's just been nothing but injuries for him. And we ought to remember the time about him when he said, "Thank you, Jesus." Just we remember all that. So if he can produce, probably a Saint the rest of his career. All you need to do is just produce and stay healthy and help the Saints make the run in. He'll be a Saint probably for the rest of his career. So the Saints want to see what can Mike B. Thomas do. They want to see what he can do. Can he stay healthy? If he don't stay healthy, they're gonna trade him or release him. We'll see what they do. It didn't some move that happened yesterday. They talked about Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy freaking Garoppolo. And they also re-signed Kobe Myers. The Raiders signed Jimmy G to a 3 year deal worth $67.5 million, $34 million is guaranteed. The Raiders also brought in Jacoby Myers from the Patriots, who's a really big playmaker on Devontae Adams. They also brought in someone from Philly, who had 3 interceptions last year, had 40 tackles. If you want to say something, everybody on the Eagles is freaking good. No matter who's on that team, they're good. So anybody different Philly, you're paying for it. Anybody different Philly, they're big and they're freaking good. Yeah, and I want to talk about Philly a little bit too. Philly also, yeah, Philly is gonna be losing a lot of people. They have to pay. They already have to pay Jalen Hurts. They did lose number 57. They did lose number 97. I don't know how many guys, but I'm naming their numbers so I do know who they are. They just lost number 22. That safety they had last. Like they lost a lot of people already. But they did some doing news yesterday. They did bring back Kelsey. They did bring back one of the Kelsey brothers. So he didn't be there for another year. So again, we'll see what happens. A lot of stuff have happened already this all season. A lot of stuff have just been happening this all season. So yeah, we're doing that. Then we'll see what happens. If I have more news, I will make another video and let y'all know. I'll make another video and let y'all know. I will let y'all know. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Jalen Ramsey. Did y'all saw the Jalen Ramsey deal on Sunday afternoon? I think y'all saw the news, right? Y'all saw the news. I forgot to mention that too. Jalen Ramsey went from the Super Bowl champs last season to now being a Miami Dolphin. Hey, sometimes about to say you never know what's gonna happen. Sometimes I might want to say, oh, he should not go to the team. But sometimes I can be wrong. Yeah, Jalen Ramsey, the All-Pro cornerback, is now a Miami Dolphin with that amazing defense. Also with that amazing wide receiver Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Oh my, that team is gonna be dangerous. That team is gonna be dangerous. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and there to the video. That. We'll see you next time, everyone. We will see you for another time. Maybe later.